Hi from Carter and I. Carter just cried for the first time like 2 minutes ago. He needed a diaper change, but before that, I was trying to like rock him because I thought he was just being fussy, and then I tried to feed him. But then he started crying even louder, so I was like, okay, like last ditch attempt, maybe it's the diaper. And then once I literally took the diaper off, he started like calming down. I changed the diaper, and then now he's just chilling. So far, it's been interesting. Um, I when it turned on at 4, the baby was just like cooing, cooing a little bit, not really doing much. I don't know. I'm scared. Um, oh my gosh. Okay, never mind. He just cried for the third time within 20 minutes. From like 4 to 5, he was like silent, pretty much just chilling. I was able to almost finish my stats homework. And then he just started crying. He needed his diaper change. He needed to be fed. Then he needed to be burped. But yeah, I guess this is kind of chronologically out of order. But when I was walking around school, I guess this is like, I don't know if it talks a lot about the merits of being a parent, but definitely a lot of stares, a lot of side eyes, a lot of like snickers, kind of. People would see that I was holding a baby, but I think that's partially because they know it's a robot baby. But yeah, definitely a conversation starter. A lot of people came up to me and they're like, "Oh, what's that?" Or like, "Oh, is it real?" Or they're like, "Whose baby is that?" And I was like, "It's my baby." But yeah, definitely when I was in the process when Carter was crying and I was trying to figure out what was wrong, like pretty stressful. Just being like, "Why are you crying?" Changing the diaper, then feeding, then rocking, like trying everything. But now that he's kind of calmed down a little bit, then it's okay. But I feel like I'm always on edge. Like I don't really have time for myself now because I'm like I have to go back to my homework, but I feel like in the back of my mind I'm always like, "Oh, when is he gonna cry? Like, does he need to be fed? What's up?" Like, so that's my update. It's been like not even an hour and a half. So it's now 7:46. I had dinner and my family met the baby and it started crying like 3 times during dinner. So I literally had to stop eating and rock it, feed it, change its diaper, whatever. So yeah, that was not very convenient, but that's what being a mother's like. Live from, or it's Saturday now, 5, almost 5:30. Carter just woke up. I almost slept the whole night. I put him to bed around 10:30, like when I go to bed. So maybe not the best like time for like best maybe not the best sleeping schedule for like a little kid, but it's okay. So he slept from 10:30 to like 5 basically, and then he woke up and then started crying. I think I forgot to chime him because he cried super loud, and then needed to be rocked, and then he started crying again because he needed to be fed, and then obviously like once he's fed, I know in like a couple minutes he's gonna need to be burped. So he was fed and burped, and now he's back in bed. But like my dad came in because he heard Carter crying, and it was nice to like have like someone there, I guess, like moral support, because otherwise motherhood can feel like I'm saying motherhood as if like I'm a mother. This is like kind of dramatic, but it can feel kind of isolating because it was just me and Carter just chilling here in my room because like I was doing homework, and then like I don't know, like I'm the only, I guess like I have a babysitter chime, but like I'm the one with the chime. I'm the one, like, this is my assignment. So I guess like that doesn't really directly translate to like being an actual mother because your baby is not your assignment, but it was like I had to put taking care of Carter and being like a mom before myself, like I was like, I need to go pee, I need to drink water, but I couldn't do that. Like I need to like put on pants, like, so yeah. Sorry, my light went out. um but yeah, I'm gonna try and get some sleep, and then we'll see how the morning goes. But yeah. I've been up since, like, on and off since 5. I think the last clip, it was 5 a.m. He woke me up again at 8 and then fed. And then I just decided that I would get up. So I was able to, like, chill for a little bit. I, like, went on my phone and, like, read my book and stuff. And then he started crying, had to be fed, and then burped, and then diaper change, and it's now 9:30. So, yeah. So far, it's just kind of, I've gotten a little bit better, like, getting the hang of things, where I'm like, okay, I know if he just fed, he's probably gonna need to be burped, and then maybe have his diaper changed, but, it's still kind of frustrating, like, especially when I'm, like, trying to figure out what he wants, and he starts crying more, and then, like, that just makes me more stressed, and then he cries louder. It's just, like, kind of, very, I don't know, it's kind of overwhelming, but, yeah, day 2, or I guess the first full day, so, there you go. I don't think I've updated. It's now night, it's 8. I had a friend over today, and I just realized, because originally, she asked me to be like, hey, do you want to, like, come over to my house? And then I was like, oh, like, I'd love to, but I feel like it's going to be inconvenient having, like, driving over there and, like, putting the baby in the car seat and everything like that. So I was like, oh, you can just come over. So I think it does kind of, like, restrict me a little bit. Obviously, like, being an actual mother is restricting too, but I'm still able to, like, hang out and stuff. And then Carter woke up once I had to feed him, but he was pretty, like, well behaved. Like, he's pretty chill during the day. And then I can kind of now distinguish the diaper cry. I don't quite distinguish the feeding, rocking, burping cry, but I'm pretty good with the diaper cry. Also, it's just process of elimination. Like, there's only 4 things that are going on. But yeah, hopefully better sleep tonight. And I might hang out with my friends tomorrow and actually bring him in public, but I guess I'll update if I actually end up bringing him into the wild. Originally, I wanted this to kind of be like, because I've done, like, sporadic updates, but I wanted to do, like, a last, like, 24 hours with Carter, kind of more of a breakdown, like, play-by-play, but, I've been kind of inconsistent with it, so I just fed him, and somehow, whenever I turn on the camera, he wants to wake up and cry, so that's what's going on. I just fed him, and now he wants to be burped, so yeah, I guess while I'm doing this, I'll talk about today. He was pretty chilled in the morning. I brought him to Costco. I don't know if I mentioned that already. I'll fix it in editing, I guess. But I brought him to Costco, and he was asleep all of Costco, so that was pretty chill. It was kind of funny, because a lot of people, like, asked me questions about him, or, like, just about the baby or the project in general. So that was fun. I got to talk to them about that. But he was asleep all of then, and then during the afternoon, he woke up a couple times, maybe, like, feeding, diaper change, whatever, but he hasn't been too fussy. He's really just fussy at night. So, at least during the day, he's pretty chill. Like, I'm able to, for the most part, like, do stuff. There have been a couple times today where I've been going to the bathroom, and then he'll start crying, and then I have to finish up my business so that I can, like, attend to whatever he wants. Like, I don't really have time to do stuff for myself, which is kind of frustrating. You can kind of see him peeking up. So, unlocked a new angle of the room. I just fed him. I think he needs to be burped. But at least the burping is okay. I think he needs to be burped. So, I fed him. I had some friends come over, and then they were intrigued by the baby. And then he was actually pretty good when they were over. Like, he didn't cry or anything, but as soon as I sat down to eat dinner, like, I literally came downstairs because he was sitting downstairs. I just went upstairs to grab my water, and then he started crying. So I had my mom take the babysitter sensor and the bottle and feed him while I ate, and then after I ate, I continued feeding him for probably like 10 more minutes. Okay, it wasn't 10, I'm just exaggerating. It was probably like 5 more minutes. And then now I'm burping him. So far it's like 7:43 right now. So he's probably gonna cry like at least one more time, I feel like, and then I have to change him into pajamas, and then I also need to prepare for school tomorrow, and I'm a little bit nervous for that, but like I picked out my outfit and stuff just because I'm like, I want to prepare myself the best I can to actually like have a timely morning tomorrow, because sometimes I struggle with getting up in time and like getting ready in time and like and stuff like that. So it's gonna be different having like a baby to care for. But overall today was good. He wasn't that fussy. He's mainly just wakes up a couple times at night, and then that affects my sleep, which is just not the most fun. He's been a bit fussy the past couple hours. Just crying a lot. I don't even know what's wrong. I'm kind of exhausted now. Rise and shine. Last night was pretty rough. I woke up once at 11. I went to bed at 10, so I didn't get much sleep from that period, but my mom came in and helped me. She held the bottle for a little bit while I like put a sweatshirt on. And then I woke up again at 3. Oh, so at 11 it was feeding and diaper, and then at 3 it was just feeding. And then I slept until 7, but because I like didn't get very good sleep, I was also like not very motivated to wake up on time for school. Like I felt pretty groggy, but yeah. So, but I packed my backpack and got some of the baby stuff ready the night before because I was anticipating that this morning I would not be the most alert. So I guess that was good. But yeah, I have about 30 minutes left with Carter. So yeah. I thought I'd add kind of I thought I'd add a reflect I thought I'd add a reflection at the end of the video. So, kind of my overall experience. I thought it was gonna be like pretty hard. I didn't expect it to be like easy or anything, but it was like a little bit harder than I thought, just because like it's one thing to think about waking up in the middle of the night and feeding and changing the diaper and burping and rocking and everything, but it's another thing to be doing those actions every day for like 3 days. So, I would say it was like a pretty, like it wasn't a walk in the park by any means, but I think that like it did provide some insight. I feel like once I get the hang of things, it would become more manageable, but overall my experience, like I was pretty like glad today that I'm gonna be getting an actual night's sleep, and like I can go to the bathroom, I can eat meals without worrying about the newborn or I don't know if it's a newborn, but like without worrying about the baby or anything like that. And then honestly the most challenging thing was just having to put Carter's needs, I guess, or whatever Carter's like tasks are before my own, which I'm like, just being a mother, I guess, or being a parent in general, you just have to be entirely like selfless to an extent. Like even if I wanted to shower, like I wanted to go downstairs and get a snack, I wanted to go to the bathroom, I wanted to wash my face, it's like no, if he's crying, if he needs to be fed, he like that came first, like that was a greater priority. So that was just something that was like probably the biggest adjustment for me. And then I don't know, I think just generally like takeaways, that it's a lot of responsibility to be caring for another, well, like I guess another person or even the robot. Like it's a lot of responsibility. It's super time consuming. I did not realize how time consuming it is, especially feeding. and burping, it would take like, I don't know, it would take at least probably like 2 to 3 times the amount of time that I spent eating of the time that I had to feed him. So that was probably the biggest like time commitment. But overall, I would rate my experience like a 7.5 out of 10. There were some days where it was like really fun, and then it would feel like, I was like doing a little, I was like, oh, like it feels so fun, like my little baby, dress him in a little outfits. And then some days I was just like, I wish he would just stop crying and that I could just go back to sleep. But I guess that kind of reflects how being a parent actually is. So yeah, thanks for watching this video.